This conference will now be recorded.
So now we are going with the GRC introduction. Okay, like what is the GRC configuration we are going to discuss. So as we have some basic knowledge that GRC was introduced in the year 2000. We have just left away, joined and left. So, as we already know that GRC was first introduced in the year 2006. But the first version which SAP has introduced, the GRC version was 5.3. So the first GRC version we are having in SAP was GRC 5.3 from the year 2006 it is available. So it does not mean that previously we are not having any versions. So we do have so many other versions. So basically GRC is not even a very new product. It was in the from the year it was from the year 1972. The name was Versus. Versa is the name of the software previously. So it was it was developed for like 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. In this way, the last version we are having is Versa 5.2. So in the year 2006, SAP has acquired this company and started execution this one into SAP and changed the name into SAP GRC, and the version it was released was 5.3. This is the very first version. So don't confuse. If someone asks you previously what is the version means, don't say 5.2, 5.1, 4.0. There are nothing like that. The first GRC version we are having is versus 5. Sorry, GRC 5.3, which was introduced in the year 2006. So let us see what is the configuration we are having here, right? So the configuration we are having. So in 2006 we are having the ECC system only. So in between we are having the main system, or where all the SAP's data is maintained, is called as the ECC system, or the version. What is the version available in 2006?
5.3.
5 ECC version I am asking about. SAP.
ECC 4,
SAP product version. What is the SAP product version we are having?
4.7 or
No, it's the 6.0. From the year
6.7.
2004 onwards, the ECC 6.0 has come into execution. So this is the first one we are having. It was installed on top of an application server. So what type of application server it is? It's an ABAP server which the ECC system was maintained. And do we have any database in 2006 or SAP? Do we have any SAP own database? Nothing. No dedicated database we are having. SAP is installed on top of any database we are having. So this is the basic configuration we are having. And here itself, the GRC system has come into picture. That is SAP GRC 5.3 system. So basically when this was introduced, this is a GRC is a Java system. What type of system is GRC at the time of introduction? It's a
Java.
Java system. So to connect the Java system to ECC system, they have used something called as a JCO. JCO means Java connector they have used. So right now to connect two systems, what we have done in CUA configuration, RFC we have used.
RFC.
Very good. So we are using RFC connection. So what is the scenario to use RFC connection? There must be a ABAP connection. There must be a ABAP system. So to connect a ABAP system, we are using RFC. In the same way, to connect a Java system, we are using something called as a JCO. Along this one, the ECC system also required a additional plugin here. So the additional plugin name is GRC-5 So what is this plugin? What is the purpose? So what happens here is the ECC system is going to store data in one format and the GRC system is going to read data in one format. So if at all one system need to read the data of other system, it is mandatorily required a plugin. So plugin is to just convert the data from one format to another format. So if at all GRC system need to read the data of ECC system, it requires a plugin called GRC-PIERP. So along with GRC system, there is one more additional system also in this configuration. That is SAP BW and BI. As GRC system, BW system is also a third party system. So GRC system, what it is called? Third party system. It's not a SAP own developed system. It has acquired some company and started executing this in SAP. That's it. In the same way, BW or BI system is also a third party system. So when was BW brought into SAP means in the year, this was come in the somewhat early only. The BW system came into existence in SAP from the year 1990. So here also to connect the BW or BI system, we required a connector called ETL. What is ETL tool? Extraction, transfer, load, which we have discussed in the BW security. Extraction means from origin to destination. Transaction is transfer. Load means data. So ETL tool is useful for transferring the data from one BW system to HR system. So this is the very much basic configuration we are having. So what configuration is this one? SAP GRC 5.3. Okay, this is the basic configuration. When SAP GRC was initially introduced, it is only supporting access control and process control. Okay, only these two things we are going to have here. A part of this, a small things like EHS, okay, GTS, the Global Trade Services, like this small add-ons also available in 5.3. This is the very much basic configuration. It is available for us. So after GRC 5.3, the next version that was introduced was, anyone having any idea what is the next version after 5.3? SAP GRC 10.0. So after 5.3, the next version we are going to have is the 10.0. In between, we don't have anything like 6.0, 7.0, nothing like that. After 5.3, it's the 10.0 which we are going to have. Now, the configuration was totally restructured. What happened here is the biggest change they have brought is now GRC system is no longer a Java system. It is also a ABAP system. Okay, GRC is an ABAP system. Now let us see the thing. So here they have installed something called as the GRC FND underscore A. This is the just version number which they have used to maintain the GRC software in the ABAP system. So what is this one? Where it is running? In the application server called, which application server? ABAP application server only they have used. Okay, and the ABAP version also we are having something like 702 is the ABAP version we are having here. Okay, right. Now coming to remaining other system configuration. So firstly, what is the main system we are having? ECC system. Now to connect the ECC system, what is the connection required?
RFC.
RFC connection.
ABAP,
Why? Because
ABAP
now
connection.
both the systems are ABAP systems only. So a simple RFC connection will be sufficient here. So a part of this with the ECC system, what we need to do? A plugin is also required. The plugin name is GRC-PIERP is the plugin name. So a part of ECC system, there is one more important system that was introduced in that year, 2007. What is that one? NetWeaver system. What is the difference between the regular system and the NetWeaver system? ECC and NetWeaver, what is the difference? So
So
So in the
it is
regular
open
system,
in
yes.
NetWeaver. It is open in web page.
So in NetWeaver, it's totally right. No problem. So in the NetWeaver system, we can maintain all the SAP products together in a single server. Whereas in ECC, they will be maintained separately. ERP server separately, CRM, SRM, PLM. Whereas in NetWeaver system, all the SAP products can be maintained from a single place. Here, NetWeaver is also a ABAP system only. So a RFC is sufficient to connect this one. So as we are having a plugin for ECC, for NetWeaver system also we required a plugin. That is GRC-PINW is the plugin which we require. And a part of this, we are going to have one more system, that is SAP BW or BI system. So by this time, this one is also converted into ABAP system only. So again, RFC is sufficient. Again, a plugin is also required. That is GRC PI BI Connect. This is a plugin we are having. This is to convert the data from BI system to GRC system format. And a part of this thing, we are also having some other things here. The first one we are getting here is the GSAP enterprise portal, which it was introduced in that time only. So it is the SAP portals that was introduced in that years. So to connect this SAP portal to the GRC system, we required something called as a JCO or the HTTP. Okay, JCO or the HTTP, we require to connect the SAP portals to the GRC. Above we are already having NetWeaver, I forgot to mention. So RFC is sufficient here. And a part of this one, we should also connect non-SAP systems also. So make a note that for any project, you take any MNC company, they are not running only on SAP products. They are going to take help of non-SAP products also. Like we are having some business applications like Oracle, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards in this way. So in the real time when you go, you are not only going to maintain SAP, your entire project in SAP, even you are having some more non-SAP business applications. So these things will be also connected here. So what is the connection we required here? The connection is called as a adapter. What it is called? Adapter to connect the non-SAP systems to GRC. And a part of these things, we are going to have the last one more system, that is SAP IDM, that is identity management system. So it is useful to match the identities in the multiple systems. So this is also a new system that was introduced at that time. So to connect an IDM system, we required something called as a web services. What we required? Web services we required here. Okay. Right. So even at this time also, SAP don't have any own database. So it is still using a third party databases. Any DB we are having. So this is the configuration that was brought for the SAP GRC 10.0. Okay. Right then. So after 10.0, the next configuration that has come into picture is, so after 10.0, the next version that has come into picture is SAP GRC 10.1. Okay, after 10.0, it's the 10.1. So here the GRC foundation, this is related to ABAP people, just giving you information. So they are going to do all these installation, that is called as the GRC foundation version 11, version 10, version 12 in this way. So in the 10.1, what are the major changes they have brought here? First thing is they have brought in something called as the HANA database. So here the ABAP version also will change to 740. And here the first and important difference they have brought is the HANA database. Okay. So this HANA database was newly introduced in 10.1 version only. So tell me one thing, even though if it is very good database, will everyone be ready to directly just uninstall all their products from other database to a HANA database? No, they are not ready in that way. So what they are doing here is, here they have just connected. Okay, so they are just giving an option called, you can connect your database with the HANA database and see how the SAP is running. So here they have given something called as a replication option. So instead of uninstalling your SAP product directly on the HANA database, you can just, by using this replication process, connect your database, any database. It may be Oracle database, it may be SQL database, any database you can connect it to HANA database. Okay, and if you connect in this way, sorry, you can see how the SAP is running on the, how the SAP is running on the third party database, how the SAP is running on the HANA database, you can do. And it has also given an additional option. If at all you want to install directly also, you can install. Even you can install the GRC system directly on top of HANA database. This option also they have given. So here also a plugin is required. The plugin is HCO GRCPI. So to convert the data from GRC system to HANA database, this is the option which they have given. So this is the 10.1 version configuration. So after 10.1 configuration, the next configuration which they have brought is the SAP GRC 12.0. This is the configuration which they have brought. So after 10.1, what it is? GRC 12.0, and here the foundation was changing into 12, And here what happened is many new systems has been introduced. The first one is the SAP S4 HANA. SAP S4 HANA. So if I say only SAP S4 HANA means what is the meaning? It is a OP version. OP version means on premises. What is on premises version? You have to revise the versions. That's why I said versions are also important. Don't forget those things. Okay, OP versions are nothing but on premises which are maintained in the physical system only. Okay, so here what will happen is this S4 HANA system will be also connected through RFC only. How are they connected? Through the RFC. And here also a plugin is required, that is GRC-5 NetWeaver plugin works for the S4 HANA system also. It does not change. And a part of the S4 HANA system, very important thing, those are in the latest configuration. There are many cloud products that are being introduced by SAP. Some of them are S4 HANA cloud. Okay, and have you, so can someone name some of the SAP cloud products? No one? So we are having something like SAP Ariba for finance module. We are having something like SAP Concur for the people. We are having something like SAP Success Factor. Okay, this is for HR people. In this way, SAP in the recent times are introducing many cloud products here. Okay, and we are having something like SAP hybrids. This is also introduced for hybrids is for the, I think, HD people. In this way many cloud products are being introduced in this way. So how to connect the cloud systems to the GRC system? So we can either use cloud connector, or you can use, just a moment. So you can use a cloud connector, or you can use a Java connector, or you can use something called as a OData. So by using any one of these connector, you can connect the GRC system. So this is the landscape of the GRC system, and this is the latest configuration we are having. Now can anyone tell me what is the important thing you have observed in this entire configuration? So there is one key point you should notice. ABAP systems, okay. So I am asking particularly about the GRC systems.
Like this is GRC it has only production and um, there is no
GRC is,
QA part. There is no QA part.
Monica, I cannot understand you. Can you speak loudly?
Yes, yes. Only development and production is available in GRC.
Okay, I did not say anything like development and production here, right? I am just asking in this entire configuration, what did you observe?
Oh,
So, what is the position of the GRC system here? It's a central system. GRC is a central system. Very important point you note. And one more thing you have to note here is it does not matter what type of system you are maintaining in SAP. Every system must be connected to GRC. Okay, see here, that's why I have given arrow marks for everything. It does not matter if it is a NetWeaver system, it may be cloud system, it may be third party system, any type of system it can be, it must be mandatorily connected to GRC system. Why we need to do it is we are performing risk analysis, role maintenance, user maintenance, and we are doing emergency access for which user, for every user in the landscape. Okay, there is no restrictions for us from the GRC system. We can do role maintenance, user maintenance, risk analysis for any user in our system. It is not like we can perform for any user. We, if at all we have configuration, then we can perform. Okay, right then. So this entire configuration looks somewhat clumsy. I will be giving a simple configuration. Why? Because if there is a NetWeaver system, no need of no need of mentioning ECC. If I'm mentioning S4 HANA, no need of mentioning NetWeaver. So it is somewhat clumsy. A simple configuration I will be giving. That is the latest configuration right now we are having in the market. That is SAP GRC 12.0 for S4 HANA database we are having. Okay, let us see. So in between, what is the system we are having? GRC system we are going to have. Okay, so here GRC foundation. So all these plugins, this foundation, you don't do any installation process. The installation process will be taken care by the basis people. But what you should understand is, so previously Monica has asked me in yesterday's session, so how would I know is the GRC available in my system or not? By checking all this information only. What is the product version? What are the plugins installed? By checking all this information only, you will be knowing here. So the foundation number right now we are having is V8100, and it is a the application server what we are having ABAP only, but S4 HANA system we are going to have. And below, what is the latest database we are having? HANA database. Okay, so the database why right now the latest one is the HANA database. So there is something like 2.0 SP, SPS 04, SPS 05. These are the version numbers of the databases. So this is the latest thing. And what about the products? So what is the one product that I can mention that covers all the SAP systems which I have mentioned previously? Okay, for that, what is the one system? I will mention only one system that must cover all the products. What is that? Not NetWeaver. We are having more advanced than NetWeaver. S4 HANA system. Okay, SAP S4 HANA system. If I am saying S4 HANA system means all the systems which you said CRM, SRM, PLM, all are already part of this one. So now what is the connection we require? RFC connection.
I
RFC connection. And what is the plugin we require? GRC-PI NW is the plugin. Now, these are about the only on-premises. But when it comes to cloud products cannot be maintained here. They must be mentioned separately. Now, just go here. Here we are having some of the cloud products like S4 HANA Cloud. Okay, we are having something like Ariba, Conquer, Hybrids, Success Factor in this way. So all the cloud products must also be connected to the GRC system. But in the latest configuration, there is one more add-on called IAG. Okay, IAG stands for Identify Access Governance. So what happens typically is, for suppose here 1, 2, 3, 4, around 6 cloud products are there. We need to make 6 connections to GRC system previously. Now what you can do is S4 HANA to IAG in this way. You are going to give S4 HANA Cloud to IAG. Next one, Ariba to IAG. This is the Concur to IAG. Hybrids to IAG. These are not only cloud products. There are many cloud products. Okay. Don't say again later that Krishna sir has said only these five products. These are only five cloud products. Or the trainer has said something wrong. Nothing like that. Just for example purpose, I am taking like three or four products. That's it. There are so many cloud products in SAP and success factor. In this way, how many cloud products you are having? Those many cloud products you can connect to your IAG system, and from IAG only one connection will be sufficient to connect the GRC, and this connection can be anything like, mostly it will be OData only, but you can use either any one of the thing, cloud connector, JCO, or the OData, any one of the connection you can use. So here it's very small place to fit everything. So it's very small place. So I have given it. So cloud connector, JCO, and OData, any one of the thing you can use here. Mostly most of the users are using OData only. So this is the latest configuration right now we are having in the market. Okay. So this is the, yeah, this is the updated one, right? So in this entire thing, what you have to understand is this one only. GRC will be always in the center. And coming to, yeah, we are done with this. And coming to Monica, sorry, Monica, is this you only, which you have sent the screenshot? Yeah, there is no GRC add-on in your system, Monica, which you have said. Hello.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have the GRC plugin, just I have checked it. You can see it. You
Okay.
are only having only S4 HANA. Cloud must be maintained separately. There is no cloud product add-on in your system which you have set. So GRC practically is not possible in that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. So anyone having any doubts in the configuration part, you can ask me. So, Edith, this one? Yeah. Any database another? సో రైట్ నౌ అయితే ఎనీ డేటాబేస్ మీద ఇంకా మెయింటైన్ చేయొచ్చు. సో జిఆర్సి కెన్ బి మెయింటైన్ ఇన్ ఇన్ ఎనీ డేటాబేస్, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వర్కింగ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లీ ఓన్లీ ఆన్ ద హనా డేటాబేస్. Okay, there is no restriction like GRC must be only installed on HANA database. Still now we did not get any such update. GRC 12.0, the latest version, can also be maintained on the SQL or Oracle, but it will be very slow. You cannot operate it fully. So if you want to maintain GRC system perfectly, it must be only on HANA database. Okay, so it does not mean that we cannot maintain, we can maintain, but it will be too slow. Other database can't handle GRC properly. Okay, fine. Any other doubts? Right then, anyone from online having any doubts? Monica, Naidu, Yogesh?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Right. Right then, so if you are not having any doubts, I would like to end the session. So by this, all the configuration has been done. All the configuration or the introduction part is done. In the next session, we are going to start with something called as the post installation steps. Okay, post installation steps. From here onwards, it's we are going to start the practical. You should be starting practicals from here itself. What are the post installation steps, how to activate the things, all these things we are going to do step by step. So again, our next session will be So I will be not available tomorrow evening, Sunday. So we will start from Wednesday onwards. Okay. So note it. So tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday. I will be not available in the evenings, so I am not taking. So again, 15th is a holiday, so we will resume our classes again from 16th onwards. Why again taking gaps in between? So from 16 onwards, we will start post installation and executions. Okay, right. Okay, everyone, we will be meeting
Okay.
again on 16 onwards. Okay.
Okay, sir. No issue.